Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RAYGO Reactions. On today's episode, I'm going to be reacting to Down the Road Wherever. Down the Road Wherever is an album by Mark Knopfler, but the song we're going to be listening to is One Song at a Time. Now, we're not just going to be listening to it, we're probably going to pause it at some points, and I'm going to try and replicate something I find cool on the guitar, maybe the riff, maybe a particular section that I think's nice. That's what we do, that's what I enjoy to do. Now, this song was actually requested by one of our legendary subscribers by the name of Elizabeth. And Elizabeth left a nice little message. For a little backstory, guys, I have a Patreon with a community chat on there for members who enjoy what I do. And it's just £5 a month. But basically on there it's exclusive videos. And I also like to sometimes update my community and just tell them how I'm feeling. And the other day I was like thankful, just because recently I've been getting loads of requests coming through. As you can see, like, people can request a song of their choice, and it's getting to a point where I might be able to just have like one day off a week from my normal 9 to 5 and do this. So work 4 days, but then have one day of doing this and dedicate the day to doing it, because a lot are coming through and I couldn't be more thankful for those who are doing it. And I was just saying how, it feels like as the days go by, my dream of having music as a 9 to 5 and, just music orientated, maybe if it's vlogging music, going, buying a guitar and breaking it down, telling you why it's cool, or doing this, or in my band, I'm in a band called RAYGO Blue, anything that's music orientated. That's just my dream, to have it as a 9 to 5. And be my own boss, basically. And it feels like every day, slowly but surely, it's kind of happening. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I think Elizabeth knew what I was getting at, and she said, Joe, there's a song that Mark Knopfler has written, and it actually came from a relationship with Chet Atkins. Apparently Chet had it bad when he was young, being poor and not even having the money to buy a coat to walk to school during winter. So Mark borrowed the concept from Chet Atkins, who told him that he picked his way out of poverty. So, picking the strings out of poverty. And then Elizabeth continues to say, Mark did the same thing. He didn't want to live in Deptford. That's where Dire Straits first came about. But surely, one song at a time, they made their way out. And look where they are now. Picked their way to their dreams coming true. And I think that's a very cool metaphor, and I feel like slowly but surely that's what I'm doing. But I know what a lot of people might think, yeah, alright, but you got to have a dream, and if people try going poo-pooing it, that's on them. If you don't believe in yourself, then you can't expect anyone else to believe in you. As long as you believe in yourself, that's all that matters. So yeah, bit of a poignant matter, but now let's listen to the song and hear the story. Try and break it down. Without further ado, guys, let's get into this. Bit of a different start.
My whistle under the archway still echoes down the street, all the way back to Deptford, days and nights down by the creek. Notes as big as riverboats still echoing through the clubs, where the horns of the trains down the old back lanes and the lights of the corner pubs. In a tap room lined with mirrors, there's a man there at the bar. Reminds you of somebody. He says, I know who you are. He's right, I know, I could be him, but anyway, who is who? You could be looking at what he's looking at. He's looking at you, and I'll be out of this place, down the road, wherever. There before the greats, etc. I'll see you later when it's 1979. And I'm picking my way out of here, one song at a time.
Cool. 1979 as well. That's like that's definitely, you can tell it's about him. That's when Dire Straits just were getting anywhere. You know, the Rock Palace gig. I think that's 1979 as well. Just go. That Rock Palace gig, I love it so much. And I think Mark was having so much fun at it as well. Because he mentioned in an interview I watched the other day, in a Sailing to Philadelphia interview, how he enjoyed it so much just playing clubs. The stage wasn't his. He didn't have to set up. You know, when his Dire Straits got so big, they were taking their stages around the world. He's like, it weren't my stage. They weren't my lights. I was just turning up and playing. It felt like the limelight wasn't so much on me. It was on the band. We're just having a little good time. That's it. And that's why he got into it. That's what music's about. That's where real musicians who are in it for the love of music shine. And I think they're always going to come out on top as the best musicians, the ones who really appreciate it. Whereas if you look at it today, you just get it's all for money, and they're not even enjoying it. They have a great voice or something, and they've got the look, but they stick you in a studio. They don't write the songs. They don't care about the artwork. They don't care about anything, just the money. And then you have these amazing musicians who no one knows about, who write the songs, look to take good care of their artwork, everything. And they come out on top. And that's why Mark was so big. He wasn't caring about that stuff. He just thought, as long as I want these songs to be good, I want to be good live, I want to be well rehearsed. You know, these are the song names. This is the album. And what happened? He didn't even want to be that big, but indirectly became it, you know? It's crazy. Really is. This song up to now, I've just realised, I'm not too sure, because I haven't listened to the albums yet, but I am going to do it. But I'm going to listen to all the songs individually first. But then I want to react to Mark Knopfler's albums as a whole. And I'm curious as to see particular albums have different vibes, because I've heard a few songs from this album and it's not so Celtic, whereas Privateering, very Celtic album, which I love. But this is still nice stuff. It's just showing it's showing Mark's diversity. There's still some Celtic there.
Slaving ports of plunder used to stink to heaven on high. Companions of honor always were on short supply. Bristol ships and Liverpools on every tide they came. Times they may have changed, my friend, some people stay the same. And I'll be out of this place, down the road, wherever. There before the grace, etc. I'll see you later, but it's 1879. And I'm picking my way out of here, one song at a time. The crowd at execution dock all come to see three mutineers turn off at 12 o'clock. The shyster takes a ringside seat as they're bringing him from the jail. 20,000 tickets sold online on premium sale. So if you need to reach me, you can leave word at the Pig. I have no wish to stay around and watch that Newgate jig, or any more poor old fakers trying to dance in my old shoes. I'll be gone over the ocean with the transatlantic blues, and I'll be out of this place, down the road, wherever. there before the grace, etc. I'll see you later, somewhere down the line. I'll be picking my way out of here, one song at a time.
You know what? He's got a particular way of I love how he has that particular way of picking. Like, not everything has to be able to be played with one guitar. Mark likes to rely on the band sometimes and have the bass doing the bass parts, you know, because some musicians, a lot of Mark's riffs can be where it sounds like two guitars are playing, but on his solo stuff, he likes to make these riffs where it's, if you was just to do it on your own, it would sound like this. Which is like, obviously, it needs something else. So he's relying on the band there, but I like that because some of his songs you can play on your own, but some of them it's like, no, we need the band on this. It's refreshing because what that can do is now your riffs have a lot more breathing space. When it's something like, there's no breathing space. And that's cool. Don't get it twisted, there's a time and a place for it. It's an absolute exceptional riff. But I think around his solo stuff, he lets the riffs are more... And what that does is it causes the song to be a lot more relaxing, a lot more spacious, more breathable. And again, it's nice to have the best of both worlds. I'll tell you another song that does do it, actually. In Dire Straits, don't get it twisted, he's got some songs in Dire Straits where he does it as well. Single-Handed Sailor, you wouldn't be able to play that as a two, just on your own. He's relying on his brother to play the rhythm. He's relying on John Isley because the riff in that's quite just picky. You know what I'm trying to say? And in this song it works nice. Just, again, touching on that diverse, changing it, making it more refreshing. Utilize the band. Whistle. You know what I like about that? The fact that he's never in a rush. He doesn't sell his soul to get on the radio, Mark. He's just like, look, mate, the song requires an extended solo towards the end. It's a 6 minute 17 song. It needs it. Again, a song within 3 minutes, it's kind of hard to write a song that's going to be, you know, very meaningful and have these different chapters within 3 minutes. If you could do it, fair play. And I'm not saying it's not good to have a 3-minute song, because they're worth having, especially in today's day, because they don't give you a time of day. You do have to have that 3-minute tune to go on the radio. Whereas back then, 70s and 80s, they were a bit more forgiving. Go on then, stick it on. It's 5 minutes, is what it is. And I think that's what it should be today. But everyone's got TikTok brains, and everyone's just like, next. They even cut 3-minute songs on the radio for about 2 minutes 20. They'll cut the second verse out and chop it up. It's madness. But me personally, I like a song that's got. I really don't mind if it's going to be 5-6 minutes long, because that didn't feel like 5 or 6 minutes long. It felt like a 3-minute song. And again, if you want a guitar solo. You know, you want a little solo in there, it's going to have to require more than 3 minutes. The lyrics, like Elizabeth said, great lyrics. Picking your way up to the top, one song at a time. It's just a cool metaphor. And I like the backstory, how Chet Atkins told him a story. And he one thing again, in the interview I watched, the Sailing to Philadelphia interview, where I don't know if it's out at the moment, guys, but it will be. I realised watching it, you pick up on Mark's personality a bit, and I tell you what, he's very, he picks up on everything. He's constantly looking at, like, oh, that, and you can see how his brain's working. Like, he'll see, that's when this happened, and he'll tell you a little story, and the story might not even have much meaning behind it, but he finds details in it. Like, I remember once when, you know, my friend, he drew on that wall, and it's still there to this day, but 20 years on, no one would have ever knew that he'd written on that wall. And then somehow he'd write a song about the writings on the wall from 20 years ago, still there to this day, but nobody knows. You know, and it's like, what? Next thing, you got a song out of it. Creativity. And it's refreshing, because it's just always a little story that you're not quite sure what it's going to be about. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to request a song of your choice, as I was saying at the beginning, feel free to do so. Link is in the description below. And once again, thank you all for watching. And if you haven't, subscribe, like this video. Until next time, peace out.
Blue, RAYGO blue, RAYGO blue, yeah, RAYGO blue.
Welcome to my Patreon. I thought today we'd react to let's do some exclusive stuff, you know what I mean, for you little legends only. I want you guys to tell me if this song sucks. If it does, it's gone forever.
Joe's seen something he likes. Call it the old
like
squatting up bosh.